What's good, Motor City Sports Talk? We back. Talking some Detroit Pistons. Talk some Lions a little bit later. Definitely appreciate all the love and support from the channel. Thanks for sharing, subscribing, liking, disliking, commenting. I'm trying to get better at getting these comments out the way. So I definitely appreciate you guys being patient. But the Detroit Pistons did not get a top 4 pick yesterday. They lost a pick to the Clippers, which the Clippers got 12 and 13, both picks. So we have our pick back next year. It just seems that we didn't really have a chance. The third pick was just above a 1% chance of us getting it, but it just don't never seem like the lottery in the NBA are kind to the Pistons. Never. And when on a rare occasion they are kind to the Pistons, we picked Darko Milicic. So I don't know, man. I don't want to put my conspiracy theorist hat on, man. It's just like, dude, you see Cleveland get 3 straight number 1 picks. You see Phoenix get their first number 1 pick. Like, golly, the Pistons been in the NBA forever, and I can't remember them having a number 1 pick. I could be wrong, but I know Isaiah was 2. I know Grant was somewhere in the top 5. Milicic was 2. It's just like, man, when is the sun gonna shine on this dog's ass? You feel me? But, Jeff Bowers is going to continue to work the draft until the Pistons find a GM. They might absorb him or retain him and keep him in the front office and work with somebody else, but I doubt it, And I wouldn't want to go in the draft. Well, who cares? You don't have a first-round draft pick, so Jeff Bowers can work the draft all the hell he wants to. You probably only got a second, so, you really don't need nobody to work the draft. You don't have a first round draft pick because you wagered it for, or you traded it for Blake Griffin, which, in hindsight, I was wrong about that trade. I don't like the trade. People say, "Oh, we got a superstar here." I feel you, but they ain't gonna win with Blake Griffin. Now with Blake Griffin, Dre, and Reggie, they got to make a move. And with not having no cap space to sign any free agents, the Pistons are going into the season with the same team they did last season. Unless they make some moves and some trades, man. And like I said, I'm cleaning the house. I'm trading everybody. All those big contracts, I have to get to ground zero. I gotta get from scratch. New GM, it's gonna be some tough times. It's gonna be some rocky times, but we might as well just start this thing off clean. Like I said, if Paul George leaves Oklahoma City, and the day he leaves Oklahoma City, especially if it's scot-free with no sign of trade, I'm sending Blake Griffin back home to Oklahoma City. I'm instantly sending him over there, man. Y'all can give me whatever y'all want to give me for a second round pick. You want me to pick up Melo contract? I know he got no trade clause, but whatever y'all want. If y'all can talk him out of not using that no trade clause, he got 1 more year to make that $28 million or whatever you want to give me. I'm getting that contract off. Andre Drummond, where would he be needed at? I don't know. The Mavericks got a high pick. They might be taking a big fella out of Texas. I'm pretty sure somebody could use a big fella like Drummond. Cleveland, they could use a big fella like Drummond. I know you hate to trade them in the conference, but, just give me a first-round draft pick for Drummond. It ain't got to be Brooklyn pick. Future, whatever it may be, I got to get that contract off of me. Reggie Jackson is probably going to be the hardest contract to get off. Because what people don't understand is, they don't have no cap room to sign any free agents. Not no good ones. So you got to start over, man. The NBA, man, this year's draft was super loaded. You got the kid Luke Doncic from Europe, who's a pretty good player but not a super athlete. DeAndre Ayton, the Mamba kid, Marvin Bagley, Trae Young, Jaren Jackson Jr. from Michigan State, Wendell Carter Jr. You got him, Colin Sexton, Michael Porter Jr. You got a lot of different players in this draft. It's a really, really deep draft. And from 1 to 10, I believe a lot of them guys could be all-stars. This might go down to one of the best NBA drafts in recent memory. And the Pistons missed out on it. Trying to make a push for the playoffs. You wager your future for a playoff push, not a championship push. When you at 12, you still could have got a solid player. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, Stan Van Gundy, him and Jeff Bowers sucked, I could have did a better job than them at acquiring talent, and what you got to do is you got to be bad. Trade everybody, be terrible, start off from scratch, man. Next year is going to be another deep draft. So why do you want to continue to be in the same 11, 12, 13 range in the lottery? You feel me? And then come up with the same 11, 12, 13 type players. You got to get up in that lottery. You got to get in that top 5, the top 3. You got to get there. Zion Williamson next year. A lot of different kids next year. You want to get somebody that's going to be impactful that you can build your franchise around. Blake Griffin, Dre, they're not cornerstones, bro. They're not. They're very, very good players, but they're not cornerstone players that I'm building my team around. Neither is Reggie Jackson. You get one of them top elite players next year, that's probably somebody you can build your team around. Let them play. They're probably going to be bad again. Be in a lottery again, get another top player. That's 2 you compare them with. Let them grow. If you might be bad again, you get a third one. Oklahoma City, that's how they did it. You get a third one, Golden State. That's how they did it, even though they got Draymond in the second. You be bad. You get 3. And then when those guys start to grow together, then you can attract free agents. You can build your team around them. You trade your veterans for who you need. And then free agents is going to see, oh, man, that's a good team. I might want to go over there and play for them. And that's how you build a team in the NBA. It's not football, fellas and ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not football. You just can't get lucky in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th round, 7th round, sometimes undrafted rookies, and they come in and have a major impact. That's like every year in the NFL for multiple teams. In the NBA, no. So a lot of times, 2nd rounders don't have no impact. Undrafted free agents, no impact, often. But that's what the Pistons are tasked with. They mortgage their future. They mortgage their future, and now they stuck in a position where they're not gonna win. If you cross your fingers, because Reggie Jackson gonna say this team, an 8th, 7th seed at the best. The Eastern Conference was weak this year, and they still couldn't get in the playoffs. I'm trying to tell you guys, you have to just trade everybody and start off. A lot of people don't like that. You got to be sorry. Don't be a middle of the road team or a borderline fringe playoff team. But like I said, next year, man, you want to be terrible. You want to get in that top 5, man, and get one of those big time players next year, and then do it again the year after that. Next year, the year after that, and then you got a team. You got three blue chippers you can build your team around. They can start to grow and build together, and then you can add your free agents. I want to go to Detroit and play with Zion. I want to go to Detroit and play with this guy, that guy. You feel it right on in. Then, if you keep Reggie Jackson for the next 2 years, that $16 million expiring contract becomes attractive. Big contracts like that contract becomes attractive because teams are looking to get rid of cap space. So they might be tired of player A. He might be a good player, but he might not be in their plans, and they might have to, like how he fitting, but he might fit your system. So you can just go ahead and swap it. And what's beneficial for the team that's taking a big contract is if free agency come, they got $16 million off the book. So that's why big expiring contracts are so precious in the NBA. But I'm not surprised, man, about this lottery crap, man. We don't never get the roll of the lucky roll of the dice. But it's gonna be a long process for the Pistons. It's always a long process for rebuilding teams in the NBA, but it happens. They pop up after a while. We ain't really had no success in a long time. We had a little bit of hope. We made the playoffs the other year, gave Cleveland a tough run and a competitive sweep. But I think the Pistons, man, whoever gonna come in here, man, they gonna try to build on the rego. They gonna try to, Dre and Griffin and Jackson, they gonna be pretty good, and they're not. Trust me, they're not. Them playing together is not gonna take you where you want to go. You're not gonna win a championship with them, as constructed. It's not gonna happen with all those contracts. You have to get those contracts off. Give yourself some financial flexibility. Give yourself, a chance to get a star player. Blake Griffin ain't gonna be no star player like that. Like people, saying in the comment section. He's a good player, but he wouldn't be in my immediate future plans. He'd be getting the hell up out of here. I'm building this thing from the ground up, and we're gonna build it the right way, and we're gonna have a sustained system how we get players in here and how we scout players. Period. Dre, love him to death, man. Gotta go. Reggie Jackson probably can't get rid of that contract. He can just be with us while we bad. And Blake Griffin, I'm trading him. I'm trying to tell you, I'm clearing all this cap space. I'm being really terrible bad. I'm being, Sixers bad a couple years ago, and I'm getting top picks. If I will and deal them for other draft picks, I do that. But That's just how we rocking, man. And that's how it should be done. But no luck in the lottery. We have to see, man. We have to see. I know a lot of people are desperate for the Pistons to do well, but it ain't gonna happen. Not with Dre, Drummond, and Jackson. You gotta do what our other teams have been doing. Look at the Bulls doing. Scott Levine or Zach Levine. Laurie Marketing, Bobby Portis, and they got another good draft pick as well. So they building it through the draft, and they looking damn pretty good, man. Really, really good, man. I like how the Bulls are looking. Pistons got to take that same route, but they got to get up there in that top of the draft, man. And they got to get their scouting department together too, man, because the way they scouting talent is terrible. Kenny and my Charles Barkley was terrible, terrible. But it's more to see sports talk. We'll be back later with some Lions talk.